Hey, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is T-Money, king of puppies. There you go. We're gonna do, forgot the date. What's the date? 4th? March 4th and 5th of Raw Smackdown. Here we go. Let me back this up. Get us all in the front. Why are you screwing up? You're good. Okay. So, the Monday Night Raw starts with Roman Reigns. He comes out doing his thing, saying thank you once again. States his importance of where he is right now and where he might be going. And wishes to call out his fellow brother from the Shield group, Seth Rollins, to state the obvious. Where does he want to be in the Universal title picture at WrestleMania? And he's saying, go kill the beast. So, he's stepping aside because he had his chance at WrestleMania so many times that chances are he's definitely going to get another one. Mm-hmm. And he goes ahead and lets Seth Rollins knows that it's his time. After that, he says he wants a favor. He says, after what you went through with leukemia, anything, what do you want? He wants to get the band back together. He wants to get the Shield faction back together. He's like, damn it. Because Dean Ambrose is AWOL after what happened.
You mean Shield Trio, ain't no faction.
Yeah, it's a faction.
Yeah, but faction is like
3-man group.
Yeah, but faction is mostly like in professional wrestling. It's an all-man group.
They explained the 4 horsewomen in NXT.
They don't have a T-shirt or theme music, bro.
I don't know. I gotta look that up. Yeah, that's true. You gotta have a theme music for your faction
and T-shirts.
The Shield has a freaking theme music.
Yeah, and they got T-shirts too.
There you go. They're a faction.
No, but here's the thing. But when he doesn't say that. They always say a trio.
But the fans know it's true. The fans know it's true. The Shield will go down in the Hall of Fame one day.
That's today's generation, bro.
Yeah, you go.
But the old generation would say, hell no, that ain't true.
Too damn bad. Because the Shield, not just the names, but the Shield, the group known as the Shield will go down in history in one day.
But here's the thing. There was a dream match between the Shield and NWO, and the one that won that match was the NWO.
In their prime, I can imagine, yes.
Yeah.
Because they were hard hitters back in the day.
Yeah.
They can't hit as hard as back then. Mm-hmm. Injuries. Old muscles and all that. Old bones.
They said Kevin Nash was doing it, though. Because they said he won his last world title last year at another wrestling company he was in.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Good on you, Kevin Nash. So, with that said, though, Dean Ambrose does come out, but before he could even utter a word, here comes Elias with a guitar and hit him in the back of the head.
Before he can say something.
Yep. And here comes his Shield buddies, like wondering, what the hell? Why is he even out here?
I guess Elias on payback. I guess
what happened last week? Yeah.
So that's why he was like, nah, I ain't.
I'll go get you now that you're in the open. Yeah. What's the first match?
Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Finn Balor take on Drew McIntyre, Corbin, and Lashley.
I remember this. They fought valiantly, but they took out... Well, actually, Braun Strowman kind of took himself out because Bobby Lashley, I guess you would call it Power Slam. Not Power Slam. Spine Buster into the freaking ring post and then onto the ground just for an added statement and takes out Finn Balor that way. Mm-hmm. Freaking Braun Strowman coming in hot, but misses Bobby Lashley, but doesn't miss small man Leo Rush right into the freaking barricade and breaks it down. Mm-hmm. That barricade don't get no look because they know they can hit that area. And they're giving the heads up too because of the fact that it's empty all the time. It's like now one person sitting there. It's supposed to be the ring bearer, the timekeeper, and certain cameraman. Nope, it's empty. So with Finn and Braun's out of the commission. It's like shark in the water. They looking at the freaking prey that's right for the picking. That's poor Kurt Angle. They lay his ass out, and they win the match. And it doesn't stop there. They keep attacking Kurt Angle, double chokeslam him onto the steps, and they just stand there in a pose with Baron Corbin in front and Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre on the steps, right next to poor Kurt Angle's carcass. He's not dead, but damn, he might as well be after that. Shit. Those are steel stairs, and they did not bend. That's a certified hard-ass steel. How? Got chokeslam into that. Fuck. If it don't bend, that ain't aluminum. That ain't aluminum. I've had a aluminum chair. That sucker bent when I've tried to tear it apart, and it did.
But, you know, they usually have steel chairs or...
Yeah, those steel chairs you can buy at Walmart. I've seen them. But other than that, that would be it for that match. I don't even know. They don't even have a name. That's what's weird. Really? They're a little faction.
They don't have to have a name.
It's just, they call themselves a 3-man group, though.
Yeah, you don't have to. They just call themselves whatever name they choose.
And what's next?
Natalia versus Ruby Riott. Before we do that, I want to say that our legend has passed away, King Kong Bundy.
Yep. Been hearing about that one. Poor King Kong Bundy. I think he died Monday, right? Because they didn't show that on Monday.
No, well, actually, he died Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. So that was quick how they did that on that night.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because the Hurricane posted it on his Facebook.
Huh.
I follow the Hurricane, so.
Hurricane Helms.
Yeah.
Still wondering when they're going to save his ass at the freaking Hardy compound.
Oh, he already... No, he...
You know his character's forever trapped over there.
He came back to WWE at the time.
I know, but the character with the storyline, you're where's the Hurricane? He's trapped.
He trapped in water. He came back as the Hurricane on Monday. Remember when they had a Royal Rumble? Last year, I believe? The Hurricane came back? And the same thing, Rey Mysterio?
No, that was no. The Halloween special came after that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, for all we know, the Hurricane Helm is still trapped. His character, at least.
Okay.
He's running around freely as himself, but his character is like, when is somebody going to save Hurricane?
Yeah, he uses her powers.
Still waiting for when they tell me to come back in Hurricane costume so we can finish that damn storyline, because that's kind of sad that I can't walk around as Hurricane. He's like, I thought you were trapped. I gotta wait. That's all.
And two legends got jobs in WWE. Jeff Jarrett is part of the creative team, and so is Bruce Pritchard. He's back in the WWE. You might remember him as Brother Love. Bruce Pritchard.
Yep. The guy on the mic. But with in that match of Natalya and Ruby Riott would have her friends Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Yeah. They're going around trying to mess her up, but she managed to get the win, the quick pin, and that upset them. Ultimately, though, one person would interrupt that little victory party. Lacey Evans. What the hell? Is she just walking up and down that rope, not doing a damn thing?
She just wants to She just wants to show the world that she looks good no matter what.
Next match.
Okay, let's see. Heat. Okay, we got.
Yeah, that we just did that. We did.
We did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Heavy Machinery versus B-Team versus the Ascension and Hawkins and Ryder.
Yes. It was shown in the back that there was a little message earlier that night on Monday Night Raw that 6 tag teams were very upset that NXT was coming in and taking up all the spotlight. in the tag team division. Not just Heavy Machinery, but also would be Aleister Black and Ricochet, who we'll mention in just a bit. But between those two, it sounds like they might be going to Monday Night Raw because now they got beef with Raw. They didn't have beef on SmackDown. They have beef on Raw. There's nothing but a bunch of fun-loving people over there having fun with Heavy Machinery. But those guys, we're calling them all sorts of names like dumbbell, this fat, this guy, big, large. And Otis is very sensitive to those kind of remarks. He's a big guy, but he's very sensitive.
It's just like kind of Festus. Remember Festus from Jesse? It's kind of like him.
Oh, but he's not like that.
But Jesse could speak for him to tell you how he is.
Oh, he can talk for himself.
Yeah.
Hell, he broke character. He was all that country talk. He's like Tucky, and that's his name, Tucker. That's his partner's name. So he calls him Tucky. I thought it was some sort of catchphrase. Hey, Tucky. Like Bub or something. Nope. So in that, they said they challenged all those three teams for a gauntlet match.
Yeah.
And they won every single one.
Yeah.
Heavy Machinery, no joke. Very sensitive, very powerful. This is going to be good. To see it on my Monday Night Raw. I was hoping they would come to SmackDown because they look like they're having fun, but nope.
But
Business.
Raw is the A show, brother.
I know. But SmackDown's fun. Damn, your thing is just glitching. Dean Ambrose versus Elias.
It just needs its loading.
Dean Ambrose versus Elias. Seeing is that they're trying to get the band back together. They both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins got their one-on-one talk with Dean Ambrose before the match. Since clearly, after being attacked, you know he wants a match. You know he does. And he gets one. Sadly, in that match, he didn't get the win. There was no cheating. There was no this. There was no guitar flinging. Nope. Elias won fair and square. In which case, it was sad to see that. But then the music happens. And you hear Baron Corbin's music. And along with them is Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. After laying out Kurt Angle and Finn Balor, they didn't lay out Braun Strowman. You know they didn't. Braun Strowman did that to himself. They come out and clearly they just attack Dean Ambrose because they stated earlier, since the Shield are trying to get back together, that they're the the most powerful three-man group. So they're trying to take out Dean Ambrose before he can give him the answer. Well, here comes Seth and Roman. They kicked their ass, laid them out, and right there, you see them putting up their fists for their signature look. And Seth Rollins is screaming, come on, because they're giving him the sign to make your choice. Walk out the ring or put your fist in here with us, like we always do. And he was like flustered as hell. But he came in and put his fist at the last second, and boom. Roman Reigns' face says it all. Ah! He's screaming. They hit that Roman Reigns music, which is also the iconic music for the Shield. Boom. Shield's back together again. One last time. I doubt it's going to be one last time. I doubt it. Because now they're going to fight Baron, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby at Fastlane on a 6-man tag team match.
This should be good.
Don't be surprised because it's a 6-man tag. They might make no disqualification. Chairs, ladders, tears, whatever the hell else they can get their hands on. Don't be surprised.
Tamina versus Sasha Banks.
This one I remember because I had to remember because the ending was very weird. I was like, wait, what? She won? Tamina won that match on account that thanks to the interference of Nia Jax pulling in her cousin out of the ring because Sasha Banks had her for a submission move or a back statement. Bayley would try to intervene and attack Nia Jax to stop her from interfering. That didn't work. She just got literally tossed aside and taken out. Nia tries to do the same, gets her taken out, but then comes in Nia Jax gets right back on her feet, pulls her, gets her attention, but then as soon as Sasha Banks gets in the ring, super kick to the face. 1, 2, 3. Tamina gets her first singles win in a long time. Give it to Tamina with the help of Nia Jax, her cousin. So, with that victory, single victory, it looks like the Samoan Femme Fatale, is what I call them, the Samoan women's team, is actually looking to take that.
The Samoan Cousins.
I know, right? It could be another. That's another good name, Samoan Cousins, or they could call themselves anything. I don't know. They haven't given an official title. It's just Tamina and Nia Jax, in which they are most likely in the title picture for number one contender right now for Fastlane. I'm thinking if they just defend their titles. Next.
The Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Another match that ended differently that I had to remember because of one thing. Because their constant winning streak on both Raw and SmackDown, they defeated the Revival last week, so they were given an opportunity to take the titles. But, like, not just the other 6 teams that fought Heavy Machinery, the former tag teams champions of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, right?
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, not Chad Gable. Chad Gable didn't like the idea that they were close in hand in winning the title, the tag team Raw titles. So they interfered and got disqualified. That sucks. They were close. Next. Wait.
Steph is...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, Steph Man music hits, and she comes out with the Raw Women's title. As she makes her way to the ring, Steph shows everyone what happened last week when Ronda dropped the belt.
Okay, I got it. Courtesy of the fact that Ronda Rousey was giving Stephanie an ultimatum to make the right choice to reinstate Becky Lynch so that she can actually get her hands on her, she leaves the title in the ring, in which everybody assumes she vacated the title. I didn't think that, and I was right.
No.
Because earlier that night, Stephanie McMahon says that courtesy of that option, they dropped all the charges and reinstated Becky Lynch, so that she could have, because of her condition, she had to sign a contract that would state that if she fights in her medical condition, as bad as it is, that if any further damage that would be put onto her after the signing, she cannot sue WWE for injury against Charlotte Flair and to become the new Raw Women's Champion for the vacant title. So they get in the ring.
I'm just going this way.
They go ahead and sign the contract. That's done. But here's the thing. Ronda Rousey comes through the garage, storms to the ring, and just states that she gave him the title to make the ultimatum. She didn't vacate her title. She's pissed. She's mad. She demands her title back. And she does. Stephanie just hands her the title. You're still current Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. But Stephanie says that she's going to have to do her job. So the match now is a little bit different, and it pisses me off, but I'll say it. If Charlotte wins, it will be a one-on-one match at WrestleMania between Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. But if Becky wins in her injured state, it will be a triple threat. Which is complete bullshit, because what the fuck happened to the rules at WrestleMania? She won the Royal Rumble. She should go to WrestleMania. Period.
But
that's the whole point of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't work that way with the well, it's not just the writers, the people who are going to risk man made that decision, and so is Vince. If he and the only one that can get and he's the boss, he makes that decision, not Triple H.
After that, freaking Ronda Rousey loses her head, goes out of character, and just beats the living hell out of everyone she can get her hands on, mostly Becky Lynch. And that's the end of the night.
But mostly women don't get what they want, that they just the men do, because it's a men's world, bro. It's been said for years. Pro wrestling is a man's world.
Next. Oh, we'll be right back for SmackDown. Here we go. And we're back. With SmackDown Live, it was a little different. We had Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan come out, showcase what happened, like a little video of what happened these last few weeks with Kofi Kingston. And poor Kofi Kingston, man, he got screwed. Excuse you. Daniel Bryan then starts talking, saying that he had shut his mouth throughout that whole night last week. Vince McMahon, Stephanie, and Shane were issuing what was going on with the taking out Kofi Kingston and putting in Kevin Owens bullshit. And yes, Kevin Owens is definitely a babyface. Definitely. There's no denying it now. In which case, he's just talking smack, and Kevin Owens comes out and talks smack for himself. Being a hypocrite, saying that he can't stand people like Daniel Bryan, who belittles people thinking he's better than them. Wasn't that you just a couple of months ago?
Yeah, but you know,
Kevin Owens?
Every guys like him say that. He ain't the only one to say that. Triple H said that. Batista said that. The Rock said that. Stone Cold said that.
Yeah. But I'm pointing fingers at Kevin Owens right now. In which way, he made some good statements and said that he was going to put in the bottom line, wink, wink, because of Stunner, I'll stun you again.
And Stone Cold loved that.
Yeah.
That stunner that Kevin Owens did.
Yep.
Because Stone Cold, that's one of his favorites. And Trish Stratus, too.
Yep. So, ultimately, it would be in that situation where Kevin Owens says that and then gets jumped by Eric Rowan. And what would you call this? It's like a choke slam, but instead of grabbing the throat, so it's not a choke, you're grabbing the face and you're slamming the guy. That's what Eric Rowan has been doing.
That's called like the face, they call it face slam, something like that.
Yeah, face hold slam.
Yeah.
I would call that, that's Eric Rowan's new finisher. Which is rightfully fitted for a guy that big. Ultimately, that would be the end of that little segment. But there's one segment I gotta talk about, and that's how AJ Styles was interviewed to get his take on what's going on in the world title picture. He says that he knows that Kevin Owens and Kofi both deserve the title shot, and that Daniel Bryan is holding on to that title very strong and is deserving, yada, yada, yada. And he hopes that Kofi Kingston get his chance. Randy Orton pops up saying, "You're hoping that they hold the title, not you. No wonder it took you 15 years to get here." What the fuck? I would have looked at him and, this coming from the guy who hasn't been in the world title picture in how long? He's a 13, is he 14 time? 13 time world champion, WWE champion, whatever you call it. And he is,
You put the WWE championship and the world title together, that says you're the 13-time world heavyweight champion. When was the last time you held on to that title? Been too long. And you've been here? You've been here since 2002.
Right? That's even more salt on the wound. You're like saying, no wonder it took you 15 years to get here. How long have you been here? And when was the last time you had the world title? The WWE Championship? Been years, huh? You want to talk? So, what was the first match of the night? Damn, there's a lot of talk. God damn.
The first one was The Miz and Jey Uso.
It would be a singles match between Miz and Jey Uso. And Uso Brothers was just talking smack, saying that Shane O'Mac is jumping on everything, including that WrestleMania sign. Like,
He's a McMahon, Jay, so of course he can do that.
I'm gonna jump out of this. I'm gonna jump off of that. Hey, Ooze, what? I'm gonna jump off that WrestleMania sign. That one right there? That one.
He's famous for that stuff. He's a, look at Jeff Hardy. You ain't gonna say nothing about Jeff Hardy when he did that to y'all.
Yep. But in the end, it would be a match between The Miz and Jay, and because of outside interference, Shane McMahon gets involved, and Jimmy, who was getting his butt handed, Jay tries to jump the ropes and attack suicide dive on Shane, but gets caught by The Miz and gets freaking
Crushing finale.
Skull crushing finale. I'm about to say skull smashing finale. And gets the win, which is good on them. So that would be that part of the match. Getting hyped. U.S. Open Challenge. Oh, damn. God damn. Do I have to? Do I have to? Do I have to?
I enjoyed it though.
Poor R-Truth. R-Truth puts in the Open Challenge once again and says, "Damn you, Cena!" Because he's trying to copy John Cena's gimmick when he was a champion. Does that 7-second dance break, but here comes Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio and Andrea Cien Almas.
No. Andrea, that's what it's called. They don't say it's Cien.
What's this then? Andrea Cien Almas.
Yeah, they just put it there. I mean,
Andrea Cien Almas.
It's not. It has nothing to do with WWE, bro. It has nothing to do with WWE. It has nothing to do with WWE.
Oh,
he's calling that he wants everyone to call him Andre.
Fuck you. We'll call him like that. We'll call him by his name. Don't you try to take away his history, his family legacy.
That's what do.
Don't you do. Don't do it. Don't do that.
Why do you think they have to Rusev and why do you think they have to Rusev and Cesaro? Why do you think they have to?
Don't do that.
Really?
Don't do that. I'm just messing with you.
Why do you think they have to Rusev, Neville, and Cesaro?
I'm trying to think of
Rusev
Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
That dope. Anyway, where is Apollo?
Dude, he's not. He wasn't scheduled to wrestle.
And the week before that, and the week before that, what the fuck? We see Titus win that little skit of these freaking people who go to be at WrestleMania for their commentary. They don't know. One guy is stupid. He don't know shit. He's wearing a freaking New York Yankees hat.
That's what
in another city.
That's what the writers do, and people going to WrestleMania. They want to.
That poor guy gets jumped by freaking Braun Strowman saying, "Is this even real? Why does it feel real to you?"
They don't like giving wrestlers like Apollo Crews airtime. They only get that to the top wrestlers.
I don't even know who this guy is. He's supposed to be a host of some show. What the fuck?
Who?
That's that white boy.
Which one?
1 second. Okay, our coworker was trying to call me to let us know he was leaving because I don't see him around. So, okay. Anyway. Poor R-Truth gets freaking sideswiped and ultimately Samoa Joe wins that Fatal 4-Way, becoming the new United States champion. And he is saying he's going to be making people scared of him. So that's going to be interesting. Next on the list. Damn. Samoa Joe finally got some gold besides the NXT championship. He's a 2-time, if I'm correct, NXT championship.
Yeah, but they don't count the NXT. They don't mention the NXT on Raw Smackdown.
Yep.
Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar.
Even though they didn't get Raw Tag Team Gold, they fighting the former. Well, no. Previous.
What?
It was the Miz and the Shane McMahon who were the former, and now we got the former.
You can say both. You can say The Bar.
The tag team of The Bar, and they get their ass handed to them by Ricochet and Aleister Black again.
Yep.
NXT, don't play around. And now, next. 30-minute mark.
Mandy Rose versus Naomi.
Quick fix. Naomi loses. Your girl, Mandy Rose, wins.
Okay.
But then gets jumped by Asuka.
I'll mention that.
Asuka. They double teamed her last week, and Asuka got payback. First taking out Sonya Deville, and then taking out Mandy Rose, and she's just standing there victorious. So it is official that Mandy Rose will fight Asuka at Fastlane. Woohoo! There we go. Kevin Owens versus Eric Rowan. In that match, Daniel Bryan tried to interfere. Right. Yep. They're trying to throw him into the freaking, damn. Was that the winner of that match? By disqualification, everyone. Yeah, that's right. Because in that match, they're trying to throw Kevin Owens into the announce table, but to the rescue is Mustafa Ali. He comes back after injury, after being attacked, being face slammed into the table before by Eric Rowan, and then put out of the Elimination Chamber. Thus, Kofi Kingston came into the picture. But sadly, that would not last because after that. No, actually, yeah, it was pretty good. They were the last two standing. After that, it would be go to this. Oh, we're trying to finish this real quick. It would be Charlotte calling out Becky to congratulate her on getting the second chance of becoming the women's championship. But ultimately, she's going around just attacking her at the end. But Becky's the one left standing with to disarm her. So thank you everybody for watching this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content. Hit the notification bell for the next video. Because we hit the 20-30 minute mark. I'm trying to speed this up. Congratulations for Becky Lynch. I'm hoping she heals up next week on March 10th for Fastlane. See you then. Be more conspicuous. Say goodbye.
Bye.